Located in a stunning Art Deco skyscraper, Crown Shy is a Michelin-starred restaurant with a casual and laid-back atmosphere. Nevertheless, the food they serve is beautiful, and the establishment has a great cocktail program. Simply put, I just had to give Crown Shy a try.
It's an absolutely beautiful day here in New York City. Right now I'm at the South Street Seaport in Lower Manhattan, and I've been admiring these sort of sculptures around the area. They're very fascinating and realistic. But I didn't come down here just to admire some artwork. In fact, I'm going to dinner later at a very exciting Michelin-starred restaurant. I'll be dining at Crown Shy, an a la carte new American establishment with global influences. Crown Shy is somewhat of a small plate type of restaurant, and I've been to plenty of establishments like this before. You get, an appetizer, a main, and a dessert, and they're very, very good, and you spent quite a lot of money, but you're not even close to being filled up. Fortunately, Crown Shy is a participant in this year's Summer Restaurant Week, and subsequently they have a very great sounding 3-course menu with some of their biggest hits offered. It's only $60 and it sounds like a great deal, but still, I don't think it will fill me up. But, like I said, it's only $60, which means I'll have money left over to spend on other courses, which hopefully will fill me up. Regardless of what happens, I'm incredibly excited to eat at Crown Shy. I'm very hungry right now, and I'm always excited to eat at a new restaurant, especially a Michelin-starred restaurant. So, let's go to Crown Shy.
Crown Shy is located in the financial district on the ground floor of the landmarked Art Deco tower, 70 Pine Street. The building is beautiful from its commanding exterior to its gorgeous lobby. Today, the structure is a residential building, but Crown Shy isn't the only restaurant at 70 Pine Street. On the 63rd floor of the tower is Saga, a 2 Michelin-starred restaurant, and 1 floor above that is Overstory, a bar serving creative cocktails that is regarded as one of the best bars in the world. With amenities like that, I absolutely looked up to see if there are any apartments available. Unfortunately, everything was still out of my price range. Crown Shy, Saga, and Overstory all came from chef James Kent, who unexpectedly passed away at only 45 years of age. It's a tragic loss of one of New York's great chefs, but his legacy lives on from his restaurants to those who have worked for him. I arrived at Crown Shy at 5:30 for my reservation. The restaurant has a nice feel to it. It's modern and spacious with tall ceilings. Now, Crown Shy may be a Michelin-starred fine dining restaurant, but it lacks any pretentiousness that can plague similar establishments. I was seated at an excellent table. In fact, I was recognized from YouTube, and I definitely got the hookup with that spot as I had a fantastic view of Crown Shy's open kitchen. I have immense respect for chefs, so it was a real treat for me to watch them at work throughout my dinner. After settling in, I began exploring the menu. Crown Shy's food can sort of be described as new American with international influences. The food is served a la carte, and there are a number of intriguing dishes, but I was at the restaurant mainly for the Restaurant Week menu. For Restaurant Week, Crown Shy offers a 3-course prix-fixe menu with a pretty decent selection of some of the establishment's most famous courses. Next, I turned my attention to the beverage list. Crown Shy has an intriguing array of cocktails, which was what I went for. I got the Cantaloupe and Chamomile White Negroni, which contains gin, cantaloupe, chamomile, and Suze. Visually, it was a minimal-looking drink, but with some sharp touches, which included a nice garnish, but also a single ice cube adorned with the Crown Shy logo. The cocktail was top-notch. The flavors were excellent and well-balanced. I really enjoyed it. In fact, I noticed a lot of people coming to Crown Shy's bar just to drink. Considering that the restaurant is located in the financial district and is surrounded by office buildings, it's likely a solid spot for an after-work beverage. First up was the pull-apart pistachio pesto bread. Now, it wasn't part of the 3-course Restaurant Week menu, rather it came with an extra charge, but Crown Shy is pretty well known for their bread, so I had to order it. It's an absolutely beautiful loaf, and I couldn't wait to take my first bite. bread pulled apart pretty easily. It was nice and warm, and most importantly, it was delicious. The pistachio and pesto flavors were pleasant, but they weren't the strongest. Regarding the butter, it was excellent. In fact, it was a chive butter that was fairly smooth. Overall, the bread was first rate. However, it has come to my attention through reading Google reviews and Yelp that the bread is usually complimentary, which was what I thought was the case. In hindsight, if the restaurant was in fact charging for the bread only for the restaurant week diners, then that's a bad move in my book, because that bread cost me an extra 12 bucks. I don't like paying extra for something that I probably would have gotten for free had I ordered off the regular menu. There's no question about it, the bread was excellent, but looking back on my dinner, I wouldn't have even gone to Crown Shy for restaurant week had I known about the bread situation. Plus, another dish that I would have later in my meal was drastically altered from the a la carte version, which made me a bit upset as well. In the meantime, however, I was presented with my appetizer. I went with the beef carpaccio with bagna cotta and miche. The carpaccio was beautiful. I really loved the colors on it and the way the components were arranged on the beef. Flavor-wise, the dish was a winner, as the meat had a wonderful taste, while the other elements on the plate complemented the beef well and added a wealth of flavors. Also, combining the carpaccio with the crisp slice of miche added a wonderful crunch to the dish. Overall, that appetizer was delicious, and I was very pleased with my choice. Next up, it was time for my main course. However, I was surprised to see two plates come to my table. One of them was an octopus dish, which was presented to me complimentary from the restaurant. Like I said earlier, I was recognized from my YouTube channel. It was a very generous and unnecessary move by the restaurant, but I really appreciated it. The dish itself was the jerk octopus with plantains and summer squash. My first bite was interesting. Frankly, I wasn't sure of what I ate, but it was good. It looked like a slice of sausage, but texturally, it was kind of mochi-like. For my second bite, however, I actually tried the octopus, and it was excellent. The sauce in the dish was wonderful, and it perfectly complemented the octopus. All of the other components in the bowl were a joy to eat as well. The individual who gave me the course said that it was currently her favorite dish on the menu, and I definitely saw why. Simply put, the octopus was excellent. For my other main, the one I actually ordered off the restaurant week menu, I chose the grilled citrus marinated chicken with hot sauce. The dish is a signature course of the restaurant. However, appearance-wise, it was clear that something was missing. The foot. Yes, Crown Shy's chicken is typically much larger and comes with a foot attached. It's a unique presentation for sure, and one that I was very excited about, especially since I looked at Crown Shy's Instagram in the days before my dinner and saw their post about their restaurant week offerings, which featured a picture of their chicken with the foot attached. Now, it's not uncommon for restaurants to reduce portion sizes of their restaurant week courses, but the fact that the establishment promoted their restaurant week menu with a misleading post annoyed me. Throughout my meal, I looked on the kitchen with envy as they prepared the far larger foot-equipped dishes right alongside the restaurant week offerings on the pass. Even though I felt a bit misled with the course, I was still very excited to try it, and the dish delivered. The chicken was perfectly cooked. It was nice and moist, but that hot sauce really had a pleasant bite to it. It wasn't dramatically spicy or anything, but it had more heat to it than I typically get to experience in a fine dining restaurant, particularly those serving new American/contemporary cuisine. I also loved the citrus jus, which gave a nice pop and acidity to the meat. On top of the chicken is a sort of salad consisting of lettuce, radishes, chilies, and cilantro. The components lend some nice color and a visual appeal to the dish, but also a touch of freshness. Overall, the chicken was fantastic, and it's understandable why the course became a signature of the restaurant. However, there's no doubt about it that the presentation of the course with the foot still attached helped make the chicken a specialty of Crown Shy. Now, I loved that chicken, but I just wish that it had its foot, especially since I was expecting it from the restaurant's Instagram post. With with both courses finished, it was on to dessert. I went with the horchata ice cream with churros and chocolate poured tableside. The dessert was somewhat simple, but it was a restaurant week offering after all. Regardless, it hit the spot. The ice cream had a pleasant horchata flavor, and the churros were nicely fried, which lent a nice textural component. Of course, the chocolate mixed with everything was delightful. For what it was, I really enjoyed the dish. Overall, I think Crown Shy is a really good restaurant. The food is delicious and interesting, and I like the more laid-back vibe of the place. I would definitely recommend going to Crown Shy, but not for their restaurant week menu. The whole issue with the restaurant charging for the bread rubbed me the wrong way. Plus, I wasn't very happy receiving a footless chicken after viewing their misleading post on Instagram. Like I said, the food I received for restaurant week tasted great, but those other details dampened the experience. After finishing the dessert, it was time for the bill, which totaled to $101.24, but with my tip, I spent a bit over $121. Despite some issues, it was a good meal overall, because I loved the food, and that's the most important part to me.
So I just finished my meal at Crown Shy. I took a little walk over here to the park. That was a really good dinner. I'm struggling trying to decide what was actually my favorite course, because I think it's kind of like a three-way tie between the carpaccio, the chicken, and the octopus. All of them were fantastic. But I gotta be honest, I'm a little upset that the restaurant altered the chicken for restaurant week. I wanted that damn foot. At least the recipe of the chicken seemed to be the same, but it was just smaller and it didn't have a foot. Regardless, that chicken was still a very good dish, and I think the restaurant week menu overall was great value. Because no question, Crown Shy is an expensive restaurant. At the same time, however, I definitely think it's worth it. It's a great place for a special occasion. In addition, I saw a lot of people going to Crown Shy just to drink. That bar was packed within 10 minutes of me arriving. My cocktail was excellent, and a lot of the drinks on the menu seemed very intriguing. I would love to have been able to have tried more. Overall, I really like Crown Shy. I think it's a really great restaurant. It has a good variety of courses, great drinks, excellent service, a nice atmosphere. It's a great restaurant, and I will definitely be back.